7 months of hospital admissions, 2 operations in 48 hours, and it was during my follow-up appointments that both consultants mentioned burnout and asked me about my stress levels. And I told them both that I wasn't experiencing stress because I loved my job. And that was back in 2013. That was my first burnout, the one that had made me really seriously ill. And 2 years later, the second burnout, that one almost killed me. And for most of us that are experiencing burnout, we're not experiencing burnout because of high stress or because we hate our jobs or because we can't cope. It's because of one specific type of burnout, a type of burnout that's called moral injury, a term that was developed by an organisation called Softer Success in collaboration with King's College London a few years ago. And moral injury is where our own individual morals and ethics go against the morals and ethics of the toxic environments that we find ourselves in. And I'd known this because of the years that I spent joining dots to understand what I had been through, and also through coaching the people I was coaching through burnout. And that's more than 700 now that I've coached through burnout over the last 12 years. So in coaching those 700 people, I developed the burnout equation, and that tells us that toxicity minus our sense of self equals burnout. And many of those 700 want to ensure that nobody else experiences what they did. Many have gone on to make huge changes in their organisations and in their work as a result. And many of the coaches that have trained with me in the Burnout Academy have also experienced burnout and want to do better by others to prevent it from happening to anyone else. And this is why I'm so passionate about awareness, because a lot of coaches don't know how to spot burnout. They don't fully understand what burnout is, or the different types of burnout, or the long-term impact of burnout on the brain and body, and therefore the impact on self, work, relationships, and the wider world. There is not one part of life that isn't impacted when burnout is present. And I know that if my coaches had known what to look for, my life over the last 12 years would have looked very, very different. I could have potentially avoided the burnout and the long-term and lifelong health conditions, the impact on my kids, my relationships, my work, my career, my finances, my health. And this is why we need more burnout-aware coaches in the world. If you coach, then statistically 60% of your clients could be at or close to burnout. And if you're coaching with the tools that we get trained in, such as mindset and goal setting, and you're missing the tools that could stop burnout in its tracks, and 12 years from now, your clients could be sat where I am right now, wishing that you as their coach had spotted it in them and done something differently. And it's for this reason that the Burnout Academy exists. So the next 2-day training takes place next week. If you want in, DM me for the details.